I'm here to kill chaos. That's my mission. Looks like chaos has been waiting for us.
You gonna make us go in there and find you?
Guess we'll just show ourselves in.
I only know one thing. I want to kill chaos. I need to. It's not a hope or a dream. It's like a hunger. Thirst.
Move aside! You're dust!
You sure chaos is here?
Yeah, they can only squash monsters for so long. I hate doing pest control.
This is the shrine of chaos. He's here. We just have to hunt him down.
Feel the pain!
The darkness is so thick I can taste it. This is it. No doubt.
Die already!
There was a knight who left on the same journey as you, but never returned. His name was Garland. If you could, I would be grateful if you looked for him.
Chaos.
I'll crush you! Know when you're beaten! And who are you?
We're here to kill chaos.
The prophecy's very own Warriors of Light.
Really?
He always wore such splendid armor, with a helmet that was terrifying to behold.
It's Garland!
No. I become chaos.
What's up, YouTube? I'm back to the studio. Welcome to like the first day of Summer of Gaming for the Lucha Club Studios YouTube channel. We're gonna be doing a lot of things that's gaming related. Actually, everything I do in this is pretty much gaming related, but more gaming stuff is coming soon. Mass Effect 2, I just started on that, so I'm recording a lot of stuff for that. But we are in the middle of E3. This is day 3 that we're on right now. It's a Monday when this video comes out, and a lot of stuff has been shown over the weekend. Now, if you want to see what those big announcements were, I just did a video who just compiled all the biggest reveals that happened on Saturday and Sunday, and one of the biggest reveals that we got was from Square Enix, and that was a lot of Final Fantasy stuff. And the first Final Fantasy thing that we actually got to see some gameplay and a trailer is Final Fantasy Stranger's Paradise, or Final Fantasy Origins. And pretty much, I'm not a real big fan of the name Stranger's Paradise. I think they try too hard with these type of names. Like, it makes really no sense, but it's an Origins, so that means it's gonna be like somebody's origin story, because you know that's what the definition of origin is. And I felt like Crisis Core should have been the first game, because that's pretty much what it was. It was the origins of how Sephiroth became who he is, how Cloud became who he is, and where he got his stolen identity from. Because, you know, Cloud thought he was Zack throughout the whole Final Fantasy VII game until he found out, oh no, I'm not Zack. But this is Final Fantasy Origins, and one of the biggest villains that I love in Final Fantasy is popping up in this game, and that is Garland. Garland, if you don't know who Garland is the first antagonist of the first Final Fantasy game. And I don't know how many times they done said chaos in this trailer, but lo and behold, I guess Garland is chaos, but I know him as Garland, and we're gonna keep calling him Garland. I'm saying Garland's name so many times, like how many times they done said chaos in this trailer. I'm looking forward to this game. Now, I've done seen some negative stuff already, but that's because, you know, the demo is out. I guess I haven't looked it up yet to see where I can play that. But people are saying that when you download it, the game comes corrupted and you can't play it and all that jazz. So that sucks. That sucks. I'm gonna go try and download it today and play it. Maybe stream it for you guys. I don't know. I just have to come up with something. But I'm looking forward to this game, honestly. Now, they didn't show no Final Fantasy 16 type stuff. They showed us some Final Fantasy 7 stuff. They showed us the Final Fantasy Battle Royale game. It's called the Final Fantasy Soldier First, or First Soldier. And that's dealing with Final Fantasy 7, because if you play Final Fantasy 7, you know how the soldier thing works. But other than that, I'm just hyped for this Stranger's Paradise. It'd be better off just be calling it Final Fantasy Origins Garland or Final Fantasy Origins Garland. That would be pretty dope. Or Chaos. My bad, Chaos. But anywho, I'm looking forward to it. This is something different, and it's made by the same folks that brought us Dead or Alive, and I think it's also Ninja Gaiden. It's Toei Tecmo and Team Ninja, and if you play Dead or Alive, you know how Dead or Alive goes. You know, the jiggle physics, and you know, hasn't been a good fighting game since Dead or Alive 3. But hopefully, this is gonna be a good game. From what I've seen in this trailer, it looks pretty badass. I like how Homeboy, when he does like a finishing move, like these red crystals come out of the enemy, and it's pretty dope. So I'm thinking, okay, I really want to know more about this character. Like, is it about him and his crew, or is it about him and his crew and Garland? Because you know how Final Fantasy is. You know, the cast of characters that are the protagonists are usually the Warriors of Light, and then they got to go stop, you know, the Warriors of Darkness who try to obtain the crystals. You know, that's how Final Fantasy's been for years. They haven't used the crystal storyline in so long, but they're bringing it back for Final Fantasy 16. So the crystals might play a role in this one since Garland's in here. So maybe some time travel, because, you know, Garland did a lot of time traveling back in Final Fantasy, the first one. So I'm not a real big fan of time traveling, because the story can get real confusing as time goes on throughout the story. Because, you know, if you're doing so much time traveling, that's only so much I can keep up with, to where you'd be like, all right, I thought this. Like I say, if you could fart, when you go back and go back in the past, you can fart and that could change the timeline. So we're just gonna have to wait and see how this game plays out. It comes out next year, 2022, and I think it gave us an actual month, or just said the year. I don't know. I'm just looking forward to it. I'm disappointed we didn't get no Final Fantasy 16 stuff, but hey, it's Final Fantasy. You know how long these games are gonna be. I'm not really up on the Final Fantasy 7 remake part 2. I really don't care, because I played Final Fantasy 7 so many times, both the original and the first part of the remake, and I'm just like, I'm okay on Final Fantasy 7. I could do or die without it. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. But other than that, what do you guys think about this new game that's coming out for Final Fantasy? Do you like it? Do you love it? Do you want some more of it? Or are you just like, nah, I'm good on this one, just give me 16? But other than that, guys, more stuff is coming through. But other than that, I love y'all. Peace.